What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This is your boy Enlightened Luciferian Prince coming at y'all once again. Welcome. I know it's been a little minute since I've been here. For people who have been following me for quite some time and have been looking at my videos for quite some time, y'all know that I've been on TikTok. I come to YouTube maybe like once, maybe twice a week. Usually my videos are on TikTok. I do TikTok live anywhere between Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you follow me on TikTok, that's all there is to say. I don't give a particular time, but those are my days, inshallah, that I'm available to actually put my videos on TikTok. I do lives and I do reach a larger audience in a shorter period of time. Simple as that. The same way I conduct myself on YouTube, it's the same way I conduct myself on TikTok. It's the same way. I don't violate guidelines, and to be honest with you, TikTok really does promote creators to do better. And as far as me being in the creator program for the TikTok Live they have between May 17th to May 27th, I'm in D1. So I think I'm doing all right on TikTok. So if you want more uncut, real truth, as of the moment, my TikTok information is in my video description. It is what it is. That's where I'm at majority of the time. YouTube, this is my part-time. Simple as that. Now, if you're watching this around children, please remove them from your immediate vicinity because my videos are not for children. Simple as that. Nor does this constitute legal advice, nor does it constitute anything anti-government. The sole purpose of my videos, as they've always been, have been for informational and educational purposes only. Please use the information at your own risk. Well, to be honest with you, now that the disclosure's out the way, let's keep it real. There's no risk involved as long as you stick to the code. As long as you stick to the code and the guidelines and the laws, you understand. Now, the title of this video is called 1040 in your error. Okay? As people have watched me on TikTok Live and have seen me on TikTok Live, they know exactly. I broke this down unreserved on TikTok. Now, I will do so the same as on YouTube, and I will be cordial enough to basically let people know that, again, this does not constitute legal advice. I'm just a person who reads, okay? Now, what people do not understand about the 1040, all you people who have filed 1040s and so forth and so on, you have done so very wrong, under the false pretenses. Now, I know a lot of people may say that, again, according to the modicum of sympathy that many people have for something they know nothing about, the United States, quote unquote, will say, quote, in paperwork, you must pay your taxes. I've never known anyone to receive a publication, letter, declaration, or notice from the IRS that says you have to. Taxation is voluntary. Everything you do is voluntary, period. Let's break the norm. It's voluntary. They tell you in the 13th Amendment of their so-called Constitution that involuntary servitude shall not exist in the United States. They're right. Except the party shall be convicted of a crime. Now, taking a plea is not a conviction. Now, you do your own legal research as opposed to the layman's terms of just generally accepting anything that's just spat to them. Conviction means that you had to be found guilty by a jury of your peers. A plea is not a conviction, which is why you can stay adjudicated after you serve a sentence under a plea. Do your research. Don't take my word for it. It's neither here nor there. Voluntary servitude, however, is taxation. Now let's look at the word tax. Legal definition, okay? The definition of tax is this: a compulsory contribution to state revenue levied by the government on workers' income and business profits, or added to the cost of some goods, services, and transactions. Okay? Notice what it says: compulsory. So if they say involuntary servitude shall not exist in the United States and taxes is defined as being compulsory, we have a problem. But here's how they get around that with the twist of the legalese. Levied by the government or workers. Let's look up the definition of levy. Okay? We'll stick by levy. Everybody who fails to adhere to what I'm saying, please consult the Black's Law Dictionary and look up these terminologies and these definitions. You'll see them for yourself. A levy is a legal seizure of your property to satisfy a tax debt. Levies are different from liens. A lien is a legal claim against property to secure payment of the tax debt, while a levy actually takes the property to satisfy the tax debt. Now, notice what I'm saying. Let's go back to tax. A compulsory contribution. It's an oxymoron. You're compelled to contribute. That's servitude. That's involuntary servitude. But no, because the legal game and legalese plays many mysterious games with their word and their verbiage, it says a levy is a legal seizure. Now let me show you how the 1040 and your mistake thereof costs you because you don't know any better. Follow me closely. This here is a 1040, and I made sure I printed it out in color for a reason. To show people, to show the common folks, particularly people who view my channel and view my content, what this really means, okay? This is what you call an administrative admiralty maritime contract, okay? Maritime is everything that is in blue, okay? Focus now. Maritime. This is all in blue for a particular reason. But everything that's outside of the blue provision is administrative, which means that this is dry land. Okay, people? Let's look at the back of the form, or the next page, I should say. Same thing. Dry land, maritime, administrative, maritime, administrative, that goes through the port, the canal, the transfer, the point of transfer, right? But they get you to sign this form underneath the penalties of perjury. Now, let me tell you why your error has been in signing this form. Because you become your own tax professional assessment agent against yourself. Now, why do I say this? Because in order for this to be satisfied, according to 1040, this form is only supposed to be filled out by government employees or anyone who has, quote unquote, a general partnership with the United States corporate government. You don't. So since you don't have a partnership in writing and or through judgment or court order, why are you filling out this form? Because they told you to. Now, you acting on it, you're waiting on a return, right? You're waiting on a return. You're just waiting. I can't wait to get my return. A return is giving something back to you that you already had. You fill out this form, you're doing commercial industry against yourself. Now, income is not a part of your wages, your net, your gross. I've said this time and time again on YouTube. I've said this so many times, right? In regards to the complexities of what I'm getting ready to say, a lot of people do not understand what I'm about to say in the simplest and strictest form of the matter. According to Internal Revenue Code 6065, right? Which you can cross-reference to United States Code, Title 28, 6065. It says verification of returns. It's the same law, just codified in Title 28, United States Code 6065, which coincides with the Internal Revenue Code. This form, okay, now pay close attention now because I don't want to lose you. It says, except as otherwise provided by the Secretary. Except as otherwise provided, but you don't have any otherwise provision. So let's negate that. Any return, declaration, statement, or other document required to be made under any provision of the Internal Revenue laws or regulations shall contain or be verified by a written declaration that is made under the penalties of perjury. This is why they can take your taxes, people, because y'all don't read. Okay? This is coming from this form. Now, it says sign here, right? You see this? In maritime law. Let me tell you why you're not supposed to sign this. And I did this in color for a reason. Because that is for the maritime agent to sign, i.e. the tax assessor, not the principal person. Okay? This is what it says when it says sign here. Quote, under penalties of perjury, I declare that I have examined this return. Notice what it says. I have examined this return and accompanying schedules and statements and to the best of my knowledge and belief, they are true, correct, and complete. Declaration of preparer. Notice this. It says, other than taxpayer, is based on all information which the preparer has any knowledge. Why the fuck are y'all signing this form? You're not supposed to sign this. Your job is to fill in all the particulars necessary for the taxable years and all the particulars, but not to sign. You're supposed to send this to the Internal Revenue Department and have them look at it. But no, y'all sign this under penalty of perjury and they take your taxation. It says it on the form. I don't give a fuck what anybody says in regards to this, what I have to say in regards to this online. This is what the form says. It says other than taxpayer. Who is the taxpayer? You. When they tell you to put the Social Security number on the form, you are no longer the natural person. You are the taxpayer. Right here. They tell you to put it right here. All you're supposed to do is fill in all the information necessary, but never sign it. You're supposed to send this into the IRS, and it's supposed to give you an adequate ledger. No. Many of the populations believe that they're supposed to sign it, send it in, and wait on the return. And this is the reason why a lot of people's returns have been delayed. Your returns have been delayed because what you're doing is you're not understanding the simple fact of the matter is that most of the time when they actually tell you have to verify who you are, right? They tell you particularly you have to verify who you are. Verification. Do you believe that this is the return that you're supposed to receive? They ask you this on the phone for a reason, because it's recorded. You, being the naive, benevolent, so-called taxpayer, is going to say yes, because you believe to the best of your ability and your knowledge that you signed on that 1040. You said yes. They're going to go by what's on your form. All you people that gotten returns have gotten a lot less than what y'all have gotten. Which is why I wait. Until after all of you have reached the deadline and then the Internal Revenue Service is done with all y'all returns so I can get my actual return. Which is why I did not fill out one of these yet. Simple as that. Which coincides with my 1041 from last year. Which means I can go back 3 years and get back 3 years payment from the Internal Revenue Service. While y'all still sitting waiting on one. But y'all don't hear me though. Simple as that. I go by what the paperwork say. Simple as that. Why are y'all signing forms against your own behest? I don't know. Well, I do know because that's what they told you to do. But you did what they told you to do, so you lessen the burden of proof on the IRS. And I tell people this all the time, and I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. The IRS is not a governmental entity. It's a contract with the Treasury. That's why national debt is building. It's accruing because y'all are contributing to the debt because y'all don't read. Simple as that. And I'm the one that's going to say it. I don't care. This is what the paperwork says. Why are you signing it? You're not supposed to sign it. It says, except as otherwise provided by the Secretary, any return, declaration or statement or other document required to be made under provision of the Internal Revenue laws or regulations shall contain or be verified by a written declaration that is made under the penalties of perjury. It says other than the taxpayer. You're not supposed to sign this form. So I hope all you people that got y'all returns, I hope y'all enjoy it because you have no recourse now. You can't go back and get 3 years. So don't even try to email me or contact me because you can't. You already got yours. You already got it. This is only for people who have not done it, such as myself. Because I read. I take my time. Simple as that. But nobody had to believe me. It is what it is. I read. Simple. So a compulsory contribution to state revenue levied by the government, but your Social Security number is supposed to be exempt from levy. Which is why on the 1040, they have this side right here that says, they say particularly that you can be exempt. But no, y'all go in there and put all the information y'all believe y'all supposed to fill out. Talk about it. Your income is exempt. But y'all just do not read. It tells you right in, exempt. Facts. You have an exemption, whether you believe it or not. But y'all give all the information y'all need. You're exempt from levy. And taxation is nothing more than an imposition. Somebody actually saying that you owe them something. You don't owe the government shit. Just to be honest with you, your private labor, your private wages, your private earnings is your private business. Just that simple. It's your private business. Your wages, your earning, your net, your gross is your private business. It's not income. Income has to do with dockyards and ships. It doesn't have anything to do with your private income as far as you making your own personal revenue, i.e. gains, capital gains or capital losses. So I just put it out there in less than 16 minutes. And I try to tell people on my YouTube channel, serious inquiries only, because I don't really have time to play with people nowadays. My patience have worn so thin with people emailing me and not being serious about this shit. I am not sorry for not answering your emails. I'm really not. I'm not. I've said it for over a year. I'm tired. Simple as that. I'm on to bigger and better ventures. I don't have time to play with people. So when you email me, please reconsider. Fees will be included, and my time is very precious. If you disagree with that, cut this fucking video off and act like I never said nothing. Simple as that. But you have what you need. Simple as that. That's what I always make sure on my channel to actually inform people of. But my time is precious. My time is valuable. And I don't fuck around with neither one. So simple as that. Compulsory taxation is what they actually compel you to actually file every year. You've been robbed numerous times. There's uncounted billions of dollars waiting to be claimed by many of people. Y'all have no idea. But I'm not going to be the one to tell you. As it says in scripture, seek and ye shall find. Tired of just telling people what the fuck to do. I've been saying it for 9 years. People still just got their ass on their fucking hands. It's not my problem. Not at all. I don't have those problems. And I'm saying this to the people who've been following me for quite some time. Yes, I come off very abrasive. That's just the way I am in real life. I laugh, I joke, but when it comes down to stuff like this, that's very important for y'all to understand. There's no time to joke about this, people. Y'all going out there busting y'all asses and not receiving what you're supposed to receive. I don't pay taxes. I don't, because I read. No, you're not liable for taxation because it's a voluntary, compulsory, but voluntary nonetheless. Simple as that. And I say that to say what I said. My email address is in the video description. Wish to contact me. Do not waste my fucking time. I will not respond to your email. I will delete it. I will junk it. And I will act like I never even had any exposure to it. If you want to schedule a consultation about it, that's a different story. That's just the way it is. That's a different story. Simple as that. If you want to talk about it, go watch somebody else's video or join a group or something. I'm not available like that anymore. I'm busy. I'm doing other things. I got other things going on in my life. And I don't have as much time as I used to have. So that's all I'm saying. Simple as that. Lord Light Luciferian Prince, Enlightened Luciferian number 7 on TikTok. Follow me Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Inshallah, I'll be there. But other than that, simple as that. Like I said, I gave you all that. 1040 and the error thereof in your regards to how you file, how you wish to file is how you wish to file from that point forward. Further, I say not. Consultations for any further information on the subject. Other than that, see you on the other side. Peace, light, love. Take care. Agents, fuck you. I'm out.